Okay, guys, I'm not sure what happened, but I lost the introduction to this video. So here it is right here. If you're interested in achieving this baddie look, please go ahead and finish watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And comment if you want to see something specific. I'm listening. I am a listening ear for you guys. Okay, back to the video. I'm gonna go for a soft brow today, so I will be using my NYX brow pencil. I believe it's an Espresso. Okay, let me go ahead and just address the elephant in the room. I have been breaking out really bad. As you can see, you see this? I have been breaking out really bad, and it's just a little pimple right here. I want to say it was my cycle, but y'all, I kid you not, I have no clue why. So I've just been trying to get myself, well, get my skin back together, because she just started breaking out of nowhere. And it's not makeup, because I haven't even worn makeup in like a week because of it. So I don't know, we just gonna keep it pushing. I feel like showing y'all the breakouts and all this is realistic, because we're women with hormones and things like that. So the skin is not gonna always be perfect, and that is okay. Whenever I am doing my brows, I always like to do light strokes. I'm gonna show you with the other one. I like to follow my natural brow shape, and I feel like I showed y'all this before, but if you're trying to shoot for your brow shape, try to line it up with your nose bone, or just whatever they call this bone right here. I can't think of it right now. So, but whatever they call this part right here, just line it right there, and then just try to like connect the dots in a way. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm just doing light strokes, like I'm not pressing hard, it's super light strokes. I'm really just trying to get an idea of how I want my brows to be mapped out, and then we go in for like the fill-in. And I'm gonna just put that out there, because this part does not have to be perfect, because you're going to conceal the brows. So you really are just trying to make sure that you have a foundation. So as you can see, I'm just doing the same motion, still light, and as you can see, I'm just hold it as if you're holding your regular pencil, just so you can have more control. Stop your brows looking so harsh. It's having control of the product, and that's with any product, honestly. But whenever you're working with something like a brush or like a pencil, try to do the lightest motions, especially when you're trying to do brows, because you really don't have to go hard. Like, you could really keep it soft and then work your way up. So that's what we're doing. So we're just gonna keep doing the same thing, and then we're gonna connect that and then fill it in. And when I'm filling in the front, as you can see, I like to go up, and then with this, the top part, I just like to swipe back, and I'm still doing light motions, and I'm just going to clean that up, well, soften that up with the spoolie part of the pencil. And I feel like this one is not looking as good as this one, but like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just trying to map them out, get the foundation. And this is just a little trick I like to do with my brows, so my brows can stay all day. I take some lash glue, and I know they have brow gels and things like that. So what I like to do with the lash glue is just lightly put some on there. So you see, I put the smallest amount, and I just take a little spoolie and I just brush them. And for the girlies who like that laminated look, this is the part where you can do that. For me, I'm just literally just brushing them back, getting them all to go one way, as you can see. Oh, this pimple is trying to speak to y'all. Ooh, okay. Basically the foundation for the brows. Now, y'all know I rave about this concealer. I am going in with Caramel by I'm going in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. That is a mouthful. Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is in the color Caramel. I rave about this concealer because, in my opinion, the formula is so good. Like, it's not too drying. In fact, it works better the longer you let it sit. So I am gonna let that sit. just for a little bit. And while that is sitting, I'm gonna go ahead and just start priming my face with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And I'm really just gonna push this into my skin, put some under my eyes. So when it comes to primer, I have mixed feelings. So when it comes to primer, I like primer, but it's not my requirement for makeup. Like, I know people be like, oh, get a good primer. I'm one of the girlies that feel like if you have a good moisturizer, you can get away. Primer could just be like the glue to your foundation, just to make it lay better. So I guess primer does have its benefits, but it's not something that I think is a requirement. So now our brows have been sitting for a little minute. I'm gonna take a little flat brush because I feel like you have more control. Sorry. So as you can see, I put not little dots, but I just swipe with the actual applicator. I've been doing my brows like this for like at least 2 years now, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've kind of fell in love with this way. I like to tap into this and then go into the brow to conceal the brow. You see that? So if I need more product, I just tap into this and then go in to conceal the brow. That's what I just did. I'm about to do it with the other one so you can kind of see. And y'all know I talk fast, so if I'm talking too fast, let me know in the comments, because I'm a person, I will yep, and not even know I'm talking so fast. But so we're gonna do the other one. You're just gonna do the same thing. So tap into your paint pot and then start cleaning up your brow. Tap into your paint pot and then clean up the brow. Tap into your paint pot and just clean up your brow. Now that we concealed our brows for the most part, I am gonna go ahead and just take a little mini fluffy brush just to blend that out. And when I blend, you're just gonna hold your, remember last time I said, guys, excuse me, that was so gross. Last time I said to hold your brush like your pencil to kind of have more control. And when you're doing this, you're literally just going to tap. I like to tap and like swipe a little bit. It depends where, but like, okay, so for example, for the end of this, I'm swiping just to bring that out. But up here, I'm more so tapping it in to blend it out, if that makes sense. So if you missed that, we're gonna do it on this we're gonna do it on this eyebrow. So same thing. We're just tapping, 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 and then when I get to this part, I just like to swipe it out. So you're not like dragging and swiping, you're doing it in a light motion. Remember, hold your brush like a pencil. What I usually go for is trying to make sure I hold it all the way at the end. So you see, I don't have much space. I'm not holding it like this, whereas, no, I feel like you're gonna be, it's not gonna blend right. I'm just be honest, it's not gonna blend right. If it does, you're just God's favorite. Went to the Makeup Academy. They taught us to hold the brush at the end because it gives you a little bit more control of how you're working it. So doing so, I'm just going to tap, tap, tap when I get to this part. And then when I get to the end, I like to swipe it down. So same thing, tap, 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 get up there, swipe it down. It's pretty much the brows. So we are done with that part. When I used to take clients, this is something I used to do to kind of speed up. Ooh, I just made a mess. This is the method I used to do to kind of speed up the process. So if you're in a rush, of course I'm babbling right now, but if you're in a rush, this is something, the way I'm doing it, so brows, face, and then we're gonna go back to eyes. This is one of the quickest ways to do makeup. I actually learned this in Makeup Academy as well. They taught us to do it this way whenever we're doing like runway shows, bridesmaids. It just kind of speeds up the process. Your brows, then face, and then go back to touch up, because you can always touch up the eyes, but the face, you need to take your time with the face. That's what we always learn. I'm using my reliable Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. This is one of the go-to. So for the girlies who are not really familiar with foundations and you really want to just try something, I really highly recommend Maybelline. This is a foundation I have been using since I started doing makeup when I was like, well, let me not start. I started with MAC, but that's a whole different story for another day. This is the foundation that I literally bought myself when I was trying to buy my kid get into makeup for real on my own. So it's very affordable. It's really, really good. I personally love it. I still use it to this day. Even with the other foundations that I have, I feel as if it's one of those ones that's like a drugstore makeup product that's just MVP. Like, it's one of those ones. I'm using the color Warm Coconut. It's in 356. I don't know if they even really sell this color like that. I want to say they do, but it wasn't a common color until like maybe a couple of years ago. This brush I got from Sephora. I think I said this before. Most of my brushes are from Morphe, MAC, Amazon, or yeah, those three. Now I do have some brushes where I got from Sephora as singles. I don't really want to say I recommend that for the people who are just starting because it can be a little bit pricey. I'm just going to tap that. So I put it on the back of my hand to warm up. And I'm just going to tap that because I'm going to go in and just put it on my cheeks first. So with this look, you kind of want to watch it with too much foundation because you don't want to look cakey. So what I'm doing, I just got a little bit, the same little bit on my hand is gonna go a long way. I should have showed you how much I put on my hand, but it really wasn't a lot. Covering all my pimples and all my issues. Whenever I am doing foundation, I always like to go for a full fluffy brush, or let me show you, or like a kabuchi brush. Kabuchi, whatever. I am a brush girl. Like, I love brushes more than beauty blenders, more than fingers, more than the silicone thingies. I am just covering up the marks some more. Y'all see how that looks? Like, it looks really, really good. That's why I really like this foundation, because it's not too much. The foundation is on. I am breaking out so bad, but it's okay. I do like to put maple in the under eye part, so I'm gonna put a little here. I'm also gonna put some down my nose. That doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect because you're gonna blend it all out anyway. So just gonna put some down my nose and then just a little bit here. And I'm gonna go ahead and start contouring. I'm going to go back into this Too Faced contour stick. I used this in a video a couple of videos ago, and I feel like I just didn't get a good trial with it, so we're gonna put a lot more on this time. So basically get my brush in there real good, you see that, and just go in on my cheekbones and start blending it out. You see, same thing here. And if it helps you, do your fish face, but try not to bring it too far down like I just did. We're gonna fix that, so it's okay. My camera just stopped recording, not sure why. So same thing here. What I like to do is take it down here. Bring the illusion that we don't have no double chin. And just put some on my forehead and down my nose. We're just gonna make sure our cheekbones are blended. Okay, then we're gonna go into our forehead and just ensure it's blended as well. I really like to just bring it into my hairline because it just gives more natural. Yeah, when you wash it off, you're gonna have to wash part of your hairline, but just think about how natural your makeup is gonna look. Don't think about the cleaning up part yet. Okay, so we just did that. I really like the way this is really good. This is some good stuff. This is in the color Chocolate Lava. Everything will be in the description box below because I really hate the fact that if I forget something, I don't want nobody to be left out. I personally hate that when I'm watching videos when the person is doing something and they never say the color, like ever. So I'm going on a witch hunt to try to find the freaking color. No, everything will be in the description box. Of course, I'm going in with the Fenty. It's kind of been my go-to powder recently. I do need to try the Huda Beauty one. I'm going to be using my Real Techniques brush. This is just one of the fluffy brushes. It's called the setting brush. We're going to be using this, and I told y'all, get y'all some of these. These are really, really good for when you're trying to set your makeup. You could get like a pack on from Amazon for like $6.99 or cheaper. It's probably way cheaper than that, but I think that was what this one was, $6.99, and I think it was like a pack of 20. Just look up powder puffs and it should pop up. Just tap and look up as we tap, and just tap, 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 tap. You see? So cute. I am gonna add a little bit of the caramel because I put maple on there, and I am gonna add a little bit of caramel because I love a bright, bright under eye. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I'm just extra and I want to. Just do the same thing. We're just tapping, guys. We're not doing any other motion. That's why I really recommend this brush, because you don't have to do too much. You see how I'm literally just tapping and it looks so blended out. It looks like I used a beauty blender, and I didn't. And when you are tapping your concealer under your eye, I highly recommend looking up while you tap, because if you keep looking down, you're going to create so many mini wrinkles under there, and you don't want that. Especially right before you set your concealer, you don't want too many lines. So if you happen to get lines, just go look up and just tap. Add a little caramel, because we love a bright under eye. I just tap that, blend that out. Sometimes I tap it onto a towel. I keep a black towel in front of me if y'all didn't know. We're just gonna tap that under. Alright, so we're gonna go in with that same brush that we used to blend out the eyebrows. The same fluffy brush we blended our concealer with under the eyebrows. Same motions. We're just tap, 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 tapping. Just tap, 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 tapping. Another fluffy brush just so we could blend out the contour. And when you blend that out, you kind of just want to drag it, and I'm just going to bring it up and down. And the same thing here, so I'm going to just blend it out, bring it up. I'm just gonna tap some powder onto it and also set my forehead. This is when I set my brows usually as well. Y'all know I love using this Super Stay by Maybelline for the contour. So we are gonna just use the same brush that we used to put the cream contour on. And what I like to do is tap it in there and just swipe it off. We're gonna set our contour. And then do it under here. You don't have to do this chin part. I just like to do it because I want my jawline to be snatched. And then we're just gonna do the same thing on our forehead. Blend it out. Remember what I said about blending it into your hairline? Just so it could look more flawless. Now for my girlies who like to do their edges before they do their makeup, you may have to retouch your edges. Ooh. You may have to retouch your edges when you do that, so just keep that in mind. That's why I usually don't do my edges until I finish my makeup, just because I know I'm gonna be doing a lot. The same fluffy brush that we use to blend out the contour on our nose, same thing. So we're gonna go into this, tap it out, setting our contour. My favorite part of makeup. I love contouring the nose or setting the contour for the nose. And I love doing that little, bringing it down from the brow bone to the nose. Is so cute to me. I just, chef's kiss. My favorite blush palette. I always talk about this blush palette. I always talk about this blush palette. I got it in a beauty box a long time ago, and it's one of my favorites. I need to see if I can find it. So I like to go in with this color right here. As you can see, it's my favorite. Blush is more so to kind of replicate real skin. This is real skin. You know, natural skin turns colors. It turns pinkish, reddish, whatever your skin tone is. Whatever, you know, whatever your skin tone is when the blood is rushing to the top, to the skin. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying right now. Let me just shut up. When I'm putting on blush, this is just another thing I used to do with my clients as well. And this is something that I learned when I was in Makeup Academy. I love to smile to get my cheekbone, to make my cheek cherries show. Cheek cherries, that's what we're gonna call them, cheek cherries. I love this part because it's just like, I get real crazy with the blush on this part because I personally love blush, and I like to put a little on my nose just to kind of give like a snouty nose. Oh, we almost forgot to blend that. We're gonna blend that. Yeah, no, I like to put a little on my forehead. So I'm taking that same brush that I used for the nose, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just blend this out. We're just gonna take some regular setting powder. I'm literally just swooshing it in there, making a mess. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just do that all over my face just to set the entire face. Now, if I did have my mineralized skin finish, I would have did it with that, not this. I have so much powder on my shirt. Whatever. True Complexion Black Radiance palette. I always talk about these. I have like all of the colors. I have the dark to deep, light to medium, and the brown, medium to dark one. I'm gonna go in with this. It's the Sculpt. And I'm just taking a fluffy brush with that. And I'm literally just putting it all over my lid. Do the same thing. I'm just putting it all over my lid. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, I'm taking the same brush that I used to blend out the contour on my nose. Mind you, this was two different brushes. So I blended out the concealer that went down the middle right here with this brush. And then I blended the contour that was like up here with this brush. And I'm taking the contour brush and I'm just gonna start filling in my crease with it. Do the same thing to this one. Take a regular fluffy brush and I'm just gonna make sure everything is blended out. Like so. We're pretty much done with the face, so we're just gonna be adding the finishing touches to our eyes. Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This stuff is really, really good if you are somebody who your makeup always transfers onto your clothes, like meaning like, you know, you take your shirt off, you always got makeup on it. You do anything, you hug somebody, you got makeup on it. Whenever you are using this spray, I always recommend drowning your face in it and then letting it dry. Doing so, you allow the product to do what it's supposed to do. So what I'm gonna show y'all is how I drown my face in this stuff, and then I'm going to let it dry. Go ahead and do this to dry it. I like to spray my face before I work with mascara and eyeliner because you will save yourself so much mess if you just do it this way. So I sharpened the eyeliner and one of the shavings got in my eye. Lord have mercy. I am gonna put my lashes on off camera, but before I put them on, my favorite freaking mascara by Fenty. It is the Hella Thick mascara by Fenty Beauty, and I'm just gonna put some of this on before I put my lashes on. Now if you love the mascara look, you could just keep it like this, but we're gonna go add some lashes. So I will be right back. Let me just put my lashes on off camera and we shall be back. Well, I don't know. My eye is so red from getting those shavings in it, but we just gonna keep it going. Also put some light eyeshadow in the corners. I was about to say foundation. I put some light eyeshadow in the corners just because y'all know I really, really like that look. I'm gonna go ahead and add some mascara. Y'all, my eye is so red from getting that stuff stuck in it. I wonder if you could tell on camera. To make that spiky look, you just take it and just point it down. It's my brown. All right, I'm gonna take this brown lip liner. Just a regular brown. Oh, excuse me, from the beauty supply store. We're just gonna line. This is the Cream Gloss Bomb and Mauve Wipes. That is so cute. I love the names of Fenty Beauty's products. It's so cute. I'm gonna put a little of this on. Top with some gloss, just some regular lip gloss. Cause I like my lips just extra glossy. Alright guys, this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed the little techniques and tips that I did drop in the video. And please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see a certain type of look or you want to see a certain type of video, please let me know. Like this is a team thing, guys. A lot of y'all watch the videos and don't respond or don't comment. Come on, talk to me. And again, I really do appreciate you guys for watching. If you like this video, like it. If you enjoyed it, share it with your friends. And don't forget to stay tuned for the next video. Bye guys.